Yo, what is up YouTube? My name's Aaron and today we're going to be talking about something I talked about yesterday, but a little bit of a spin to it. I'm going to have a little bit more insight on it, and basically we're going to be talking about scammers and Black Ops 3 early. So basically how this came to be is, I'm just going to kind of say this, and maybe I'm going to get some hate for it, but people like T. Martin and Ali A and even David Vonderhaar, the lead yes, he is to blame. He is so much to blame. The lead multiplayer designer. They're talking about leaked or early copies of Black Ops 3, and what's that gonna do? If you idolize T. Martin, if you idolize Ali A, if you idolize him, if you follow them, listen to them, if you think they know more than you're gonna do what they're gonna do. So you're like, you can get the game early? How much early? You don't know. You have no idea how early you can get the game. So what do? You go into social media and you try to find the game. You're asking around, and what that brings are scammers, because most of the time, and I don't mean to bash anyone, but it's most of the time it's really easy to steal money from kids and people that just don't know. Ignorant people, I guess you would say. And that's not bad. People associate ignorant as a negative word, but it's actually just not knowing. It's ignorance not bad. It's just you're ignorant to the subject. And what happens is the people, they're like, oh yeah, I got the game. Well, can you send proof? Well, I'm not going to be able to have it until Saturday, and as soon as I get it Saturday, I'm just sending it out, but I can't get it until I get the money. So there's no way I can send proof because the store doesn't have it till Saturday, and I need to have the money to buy it. And they could be really convincing, like this one person did with Mr. Insist You Man. As I told you in the previous video, he actually did get scammed, I think $100, but don't worry, it wasn't just him. It was about 10 other people, and the guy pretty much made $2,000 off of 11 people. So, he did something. He ran a good scam. Like, he had fake IDs. He made up where he worked and stuff like that. He got, really good information. Like, he knew he was going to. He's been planning this for a while, I assume. So, basically, here's what I think is happening, and then we'll get into the second part of the video. What I think happened in that video, or in that scam, is that he kind of set everything up. He said first, PayPal, being all friendly and stuff. And then I think he somehow made his PayPal shut down, if you could possibly do that, and basically told everyone, okay, I'm having too many transactions, probably sent proof, probably made proof. I'm sure if this guy is been planning this scam, because $2,000, easy money, scamming people, and I'm pretty sure he planned it. It wouldn't take much planning, and he got it to where his PayPal shut down. And basically said, okay, my PayPal's down and I can't link my card back up to it. So what I need you guys to do is go to Walmart and send a money transfer. And I'm sure that's not the first thing he said, because that sounds kind of scammy. I'm pretty sure he said something else that was not really shady, but just unknown. And people are like, I don't know about that. What is this Walmart transfer thing you're talking about? So basically, if you know what a Walmart money transfer is, or a money transfer in general, it is the #1 scammable thing ever. If anyone ever brings up Walmart money transfer, never send them money that way unless you honestly absolutely know. That's for okay, let's say you go on vacation, spring break to Florida, and you run out of money, and you can't really transfer money over your card to, your parents can't just go to your card and transfer money from their card to your card, because let's say it's middle of the night and they need to send you money quickly. All they have to do is drive to the local Walmart, which everyone has a Walmart, and then you go to a Walmart, they send it to the store that you choose, and you pick that money up, cash. End of the deal. No one could ever question you for that, and that's cash that you have that is no question. There's not in PayPal, if you don't get what you paid for, you can actually get that money back. And I think he knew that, and that was the only way to save himself from everything, is to say, well, they paid money transfer, what can you do? And I think that's why he's really chill about it. He's like, yeah, I took your money, what are you going to do? Because there's nothing you can really do unless you take heavy legal action. So I'm going to be talking about a new person. I'm going to kind of rush through that because I spent a long time on that guy. I don't know, it made me mad, and I had a lot of other stuff planned, but Jacob doesn't want to seem as duped as what he really was. But we're going to be talking about Corey, or what was his name here? I'm going to get his exact name for you. It is Temp Ranger on Twitter, and Jacob found this guy. He found him, he tweeted out, and we got Black Ops 3 early, wanting to play or something like that. And, you know, now that I'm thinking about that, and he said that he had to get off at like 9:30, he sent that at like 10 o'clock. Like, who are you gonna say you want to play and have to like already be off? So it was already kind of sketchy, and you'll understand. So basically, Mr. SSU Man gets in a chat with him, he's talking, and he's like, Jacob was like telling me, he's like, oh man, this is it, I can get me a copy tomorrow, or not really tomorrow, but have it shipped out to me this week. Like, he was really excited, and I didn't want him to lose money again, because I mean, it's not fun getting scammed, and I'm not one that gets scammed easy. I'm pretty good at pointing stuff out and keeping up with stories. So basically, he's talking to him, and I'm like, okay, let me look into it. Let me make sure that he's not going to lose money again, because, you know, I mean, that's what I'm doing, you know. So I'm checking out his gamer tag, seeing if he's just recently played Xbox, and I check out MLG because he plays MLG. I checked his entire Twitter out. Like, I did a little back check on him to see if he was, you know, true to what he was saying, and I did see that a couple of dates that he was like playing MLG at like 11 o'clock at night and stuff like that. I'm like, that doesn't sound like someone that gets off at 9:30. So, you know, I let it slide, and then I start talking to him, and I'm like, yo, you got Black Ops 3 already? I wish I could play with you. I said I wish I could play with you because, but I don't have the game. So we're talking, and then it gets to the point where I ask him, I say, I could send money tonight. That, if you guys, I call this the bait and tackle. If you and your friend want to see if a person is legit or not, do this. But if they're really good scammers like that one guy was, it probably will not work. I mean, a little, you know, it could work. But, and I think for that situation, if I was in on it, I kind of just went on blind faith that Jacob knew what he was talking about. Like, I've never dealt with getting games early before, but definitely with a little bit of hindsight that I have now, I definitely would have tried this out whenever I did it. Maybe saved him and myself a little bit of time and a little bit of hopelessness. But so we're gonna be talking about the messages that the guy sent. So basically, Jacob was like, yo, can you get me another copy? He's like, hold on, I will talk to my guy at GameStop that got it for me. And he basically sends a text message to some guy. It was a different contact name. And the guy that Jacob was going to buy from says, hey man, any chance you could grab another copy of Black Ops 3 for me? GameStop. I'm just going to call him GameStop guy. I don't know, man. I could, but it would be a risk. And then the seller, how much if you could? GameStop, about 100. Okay, I'll send PayPal tomorrow. Just get the game whenever I come by after school. GameStop guy, okay, deal. So he sends that to Jacob, and at that point I'm like, I got a message. That's whenever I started messaging him. And then I start talking to him, you know, like I said before. And then I said, so could you get me any if I sent the money tonight? And I did say I need a little bit of proof before I send the money. So he sends me the same exact chat, like I said, with a different name. And I look at it and I was like, so with that extra copy being the one that he was talking about and the message that he sent to this friend at GameStop. And he's like, well, I was planning on buying it from my cousin, but he would not care. That's the first lie I noticed. And then I say, are you sure? Like, I'm trying to like give him a little bit of a guilt. And then and I said, okay, I'm gonna trust you. Just give me a few minutes to run to the store. I told him I was gonna get a little debit card to like fill up PayPal with. And he said, yeah, he could just play at my house. He's not gonna care. I haven't even told him. So, okay, I don't know about you guys, but getting the game and playing split screen is different. So I'm telling him like, oh, I give him the moment of silence. Now this is the crucial part. Whenever you notice someone has told a lie like that it was obviously a lie, you don't say anything, nothing. You just leave it blank and you let them sit there. They're like, oh no, does he know I have a lie? You know, they're getting worked up. So he sends me, I have proof, and he sends me a picture. And like and you know, there's a little bit before that, like I was like, how much are you gonna charge? And he said 67. He said 100. You know, the guy at GameStop said 100. He said he had 33 cash. His mom will pay for shipping and handling. I just have to pay the extra 67. He told Jacob that he was gonna have to pay $80 to get the game early. And excuse me one moment. So that was a lie too. And I gave him a little bit more of a moment of silence. And then that's whenever he said that he had proof. and he sends me this picture, and like I'm picturing, like I have a little bit of knowledge that he doesn't know I have, because obviously I was talking to Jacob at the time that he was messaging him, and basically I was gathering, because he sits in his parents' room to play Xbox, he does play competitive. I kind of was telling Jacob, nah, it doesn't work like that. You don't play competitive in your parents' room. So I'm imagining him being like a little 8th grader, or maybe a freshman, and or maybe even younger. And then he sends me this picture of this guy that has like a 5 o'clock shadow, a beard if you don't know, holding a game of Black Ops 3 for the Xbox One. And honestly, now looking at it, the plastic's bad quality. And he's like, he said it, edit it for proof. I took this when I got home around 5. He said he took this picture. The guy's holding the game with 2 hands. I'll post the picture in the video, but you know, he said, I'm only 18 and that's my school shirt, and is that good enough? I'm about to fall asleep. I said, okay, when do I need to see the money to? I'm telling Jacob, and he doesn't understand the picture they sent him. He's like, nah, this guy's so real. And then he gets the picture, or basically he's like trying to pry the picture out, and he sees it. He's like, oh, I watched a video about that. I was like, okay. I used Google Images, little handy dandy, drag an image to the search box, and I found out it was like that image was in a ton of thumbnails. And he told Jacob that he was like gonna get up and go to his parents' room and take a picture, and he sent the same picture, and like it was just fake. Like the entire thing was fake. And then he said, I have a PayPal account, and my friend at GameStop uses it too, so I could pay him that way. So basically it's fake. That guy's fake. So watch out for scammers. Hopefully this video taught you guys a little something, gave you a little insight to the game. But if I were you, I would just try to stay away from getting the game early. If you're afraid of losing money, just go midnight release, guys. It's going to be so much more fun, I promise. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm out.